Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have another project to share with you guys. And this is actually something I was making a lot of maybe last year. And then I had started this one, put it aside, and it's just kind of been sitting there and I never finished it. Like I had the base done and I knew what paper I wanted to use, but then I never finished it. So it's been a while in the making. But I finally finished this project and I wanted to share with you guys what I created. So let's get right into the video and let's get started. So for today's project, I made a journal album using the Garden Party collection by Maggie Holmes Crate Paper. If you guys are interested, this is available in my Etsy shop. And I always say that in my videos when something is available and it's not like a custom order, but it doesn't always mean it's available right then and there. Sometimes they sell on Instagram first, sometimes they do make it to my shop, and it's just, it depends. So you just kind of have to just check the description box down below. I say it in the videos because I pre-film them, but make sure you check the description box down below and click on the link for where I have my albums and journals and see if it's available if you are interested. So this is quite a chunky journal album, but there is still space for growth here, as you guys can see. So as you put in photos and do some journaling, there is still space for it to expand. But I love how this turned out, and I made a bunch of these before. Using the Marigold collection, using Fresh Bouquet. I think I did one using Heritage. I've done some Disney ones. So I have made a bunch of these before. If you search my channel for journal albums, you're going to see a bunch of different kinds that I have made. So for this one, I used the Garden Party collection. Like I said, I used up the whole entire thing. I had a couple of little strips of scraps that I was using for pockets throughout here on the journal pages, but I had like 3 maybe scraps left, and I just stuck it into my other 6x8 paper. Like that's all I had. That's really all I had. So I stuck it to my other 6x8 paper, so the next time I make another one, I have those scraps available. But there were no like bigger scraps or anything like that. And on top of that, I still had to pull some paper from full-size sheets that I had in my stash as well, because I didn't have enough otherwise. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It says love here with one of the chipboards. I've got a little bow here. And then here it says, when you love what you have everything you need. I've got some gold, kind of like leafy greens. And these I die cut out with my Big Shot Switch Plus. And I actually have a lot more gold scraps that I need to die cut some more, because I actually ran out from my little box that I had of like these gold leafy bits. I love adding them to projects, so I go through them quite a lot. I did some zigzag stitching on the outside using one of my favorite papers from the Garden Party collection. I did a regular stitch around this cut apart, and this cut apart is actually from Cartabella. I don't know what collection it's from. Oh, actually, no, I think it's from one of the Flora collections by Cartabella. And I love it because there was like some flowers down here that you can't really see, but they were under those flowers. And then I decided to glue my own rolled flowers to this. Here is the spine, also a zigzag stitch. And the back is this bee paper. This is one I had to pull from my stash because, as you guys could see here, it's still part of the Garden Party collection, but it wasn't in the 6x8 paper pad. And then I have my Handmade with Love logo sticker kind of thing there. And you guys could see that I made the base with gold foil paper. And I will link that paper down below. It's the gold paper from Michaels, but I'm going to have a link to it in the description box. And then when you open this up, which I used a seam binding closure, the seam binding is from Erin from my scrap cabin shop. I love her seam binding. I use it on everything. And so when you open this up, you'll see that I matted everything on the inside with gold foil paper as well. So all the pages are matted with gold all throughout every single page. So you guys will see that. On the cover here, when you open it up, I just have this. This is the only like phrase in the 6x8. There was a couple of tags and stuff, but this was like the only like thing that had words. And it says how lovely the silence of growing things. And I thought this would be so cute, like for your garden, your house, whatever. Especially since spring is coming, or spring is here, I think. So on the side here, and I also used like half a pack of the ephemera from the collection and some of the stickers from like the 6x12 sticker sheets. But this is one of the die cuts. It says you shine. This is one of the cut aparts from, I think this is from the ephemera pack, or one of the tags from the ephemera packs. And I used some scraps of seam binding that I had in my stash. So that one has a white seam binding. And every time I use seam bindings on tags, I just go through my scraps. So like this is like my scrap drawer of seam binding. It's not like long enough to make a closure, but they're long enough for tags and things. So I just kind of go through this anytime I need some. Like this one might be long enough for like a small album, but it's not long enough for both sides, obviously. So like this one I might be able to do like on a small album, but for the most part this is just like my little scrappies and things like that. So I always go through my stash of that every time I need to put some seam binding on some tags. So then you open this up and it looks like this. You could see all the gold foiling, and then I have the paper matting on top of that. This opens up again, so flips open. You could add photos, and do some more journaling on here. And then here I have a angled pocket with one of the ephemera pieces from the collection. I have a lot of the Garden Party ephemera because I love that it looks like ephemera pieces that you would add to like a junk journal and things like that, just like, you know, stepped up a little bit. Like I really like them, so I have a bunch of their ephemera packs. So I just have this one tucked into this pocket here. Then the next page, let me zoom in just a tad. So this page has some gold foiling throughout. Obviously they all have the gold background, but this page itself has the gold foiling with a bunch of words. I added an envelope here like you would in like a junk journal. So I added that in here, and you could add some goodies in there and whatnot. So that just kind of flips out that way using some of that bee paper that I had another sheet of in my stash. Then you turn this, you could add more photos, do journaling. And then here I have a bunch of like journal pages, and this is some pink dyed paper that I had dyed myself using some pink food coloring. And it worked out really well. So just regular paper that I dyed, and I love it. I think I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel as well for the pink dyed paper, so I'll link that in the description box down below. But here I have a paper clip, and I just have one of these like what are these called, like pouch things. It's just a craft color with a vellum piece that I had stuck down on here from the ephemera pack. And then this was also from the ephemera pack that says Poppies, Flora Seed Factory. And I just have this stuck in there. It does go all the way down, but I have it peeking out just because I like having it peeking out. And then I paper clip it kind of like that because I think that looks cute. So that's how I'm doing that. Then this next page has a angled pocket. This was a scrap I had left over from cutting out some of that bee paper. Here's like the heirloom roses, kind of like seed packet kind of thing. And then like this tag here with some more scrap seam binding right there. So that just lives into this, in this pocket right there. Then more pink dyed paper. Love the sound of it. I don't know, it's not like too crinkly like you would get some paper. I do it like a way where it doesn't get, I guess, that crinkly, so I really like it. It's still perfect for journaling and whatnot. And it's pink. Then I had this scrap here that I made into a pocket, and there was this ephemera piece that says you and me, so I put that here, and some word stickers that I had in my stash that says happy. Here up top, this is just some washi tape because I was sticking this down This I have like in my junk journal stash. Like this is things I would add to a junk journal. But because it's like journal pages, I like to add these kind of like bits and bobs. So it's like a notepad that I got, and I cut it down a tad just to fit into here. And I attached it with some washi tape, and it flips open. You could journal on the back, and then you could add photos and do more journaling and whatnot. Here I have a tuck spot using one of the flowers from the collection. This was a vellum bird here that I stuck down, and then I had a scrap piece of this floral paper that I just border punched. I'll have the border punch linked down below as well. It's from Amazon, but I'll have it linked down below. It's really cute. I love that style of the border punch. Then this is kind of like it's not a double pocket, but I guess it kind of is at the same time. So it's one strip of paper that I glued down on 3 sides, plus a little bead of glue down the center, kind of making this a pocket and making this a pocket. So this is another ephemera piece from the collection that says "Look at You Grow," and you could do some journaling on the back and whatnot. So you could put it in this pocket here, or you could put it up here, and it won't like fall down because there's that bead of glue there. So kind of keeps it in place, which is nice. Here's another tuck spot, so you can tuck a photo under it and whatnot. See? So you could just stick something in there. And then this butterfly is completely stuck down, so you would just journal around it and whatnot. Then here I have another sticker, not a tuck spot. This is glued down, but it's just really pretty. Then here I have another sticker, another floral piece, and some words that I had in my stash that says "Hello Beautiful." And then there's like this label piece from the sticker sheet that I put down here, and I just glued down on the bottom and made that into a little tuck spot as well. So there's a tag from the collection, scrap seam binding, and that's a cute little tuck spot right there. Then the next page, this is another like scrap that I had made into a pocket. So this one is full. I didn't put down a bead of glue in the center or anything, so this could essentially fall out if you like really shake it, I guess. It's not really falling out, but it could, if it wanted to, fall out because it's not like very tight like the other one, which I'm actually going to put this one back. Okay, so it's not like as tight as the other one, and then you still have plenty of space for journaling and adding photos. Same thing here, plenty of space to add photos and journal. None of these are tuck spots, they're just both stuck down, so you would journal around it. Another plain journal page here, and then using some more of the scraps, I made a pocket here and added a little bow sticker in the center. And here's another ephemera piece from the ephemera pack. See, I love this. It just looks like one of those, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. Guest check forms, maybe? I don't know. But I thought that was cute. I love like the journal, not the junk journal style element in the ephemera pieces. Then you turn this, you've got this beautiful floral page. You've got like this half page here that I have as a double pocket. In this bottom pocket, it says XOXO. This is from the pages. There was one sheet of pages that had these little tags, a couple of bigger tags, and like this cut apart. That's from the paper collection and not the ephemera pack. So I have that in this pocket here. And then there's also these 3 little tags that you could add wherever and add to your journaling throughout. Like let's say you want to add a full-size photo and then add one of these and put the date or whatever, like you could do that. So I just have them tucked into this pocket there. That flips, and on the back here you have all like this journaling space with like lines. Love this paper as well. It's another one of my favorites, the black and white florals. There is a pocket here if you wanted to add in some more things. I don't have anything in there, but you could add in photos if you run out of space or you like memorabilia. Then here, you've got this floral page. This flips open like so, and I just used some solid cardstock here that you could use to journal on, some pink, and then the same thing on this side. This also flips open, and more solid pink cardstock that you could journal on. And I just used another scrap here and made it into a belly band. So you can add photos behind it and just kind of tuck them in there. Then the next page looks like this. More journal space. Here you have a tuck spot. It says wildflower seeds in this little housey tuck spot. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, guys, this there is a tutorial for this. It is by Rosa Kelly. I'm going to have her tutorial link down below as well in case you guys want to learn how to make one and you want to make one yourself. Otherwise, like I said, it is available in my Etsy shop. But yeah, you could totally make one as well. It's a process, especially if you're doing dyed paper as well. I don't remember if Rosa Kelly did, but I wanted to do the paper, and she did some pop-up pages, which I have done in the past. This time I just did kind of more flip outs and whatnot and added in like half pages and stuff. So I did that on my own, but her tutorial has like pop-up pages, and then she does also have this like double flip out page. I wasn't using her tutorial for that. I was just using whatever like white cardstock scraps I had in my stash to then just kind of put in here. Like whatever I had is kind of what I was using based on what a size I had. Okay, so we talked about this housey. This next page, just journal space. You've got another ephemera piece from the collection. It says My Happy Place with like a picture. You could always add in your own photo here. But then this flips open. You could journal on here. I have it attached with washi tape. And then here's that other scrap piece from this journal page. It's the other half here. Made it into a larger kind of pocket tuck spot. I have a tag in here as well with some scrap seam binding. It says love this, and I've got this that says precious memories. So that just is kind of hidden in there. More journal space. Another pocket, says today is the best, and another tag. So that's in there. Then the next page, another pocket here. I have a tag, like a label piece here, and then another cut apart, which is the same as this front page. Just, this is from the ephemera pack. And I just have that tucked in here. Then more journal space, and I have another note page here. This time I glued down the whole like top piece here instead of like using washi tape to stick it down. I glued down this whole top piece, added a sticker, and so when it flips up, it flips at that half mark right here. So you could still add journaling and whatnot to both sides. Then here you have a tuck spot here with a little ticket, and I added in like this glassine bag I had in my stash. Added a flower from the sticker sheet and put in a tag that says wildflowers don't care whether or where they grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Use some scrap seam binding, and it's such a cutie, and I just attached it with a paper clip. And then here you have another tuck spot with this flower, another tuck spot with this sunshine kind of sticker here, another pocket here with a little bunny down there. It says hello my lovely. But you could add photos and whatnot to all these pockets. You don't have to use the ephemera pieces, but I think they always look so cute in the journals. You have this cake here, and it says sweet, and then another ticket tuck spot there. Then here you have another pocket, just using up another angled piece of scrap I had with that bee paper. Another tag with scrap seam binding. And that just lives there. And then here I have this paper clip that says Sunshine on My Mind. It is a vellum piece, so I don't know if the recipient wants to use it or doesn't want to use it, so I thought I would just paper clip this one in there because it is a little bit bigger, so sometimes people may not want to use it. And then here I have a belly band, so just another belly band that you could tuck some photos into. And it just kind of, yeah, it's another belly band, and I added a little bow from the ephemera, and I didn't want to center it this time, so it's a little off center, but I wanted it that way. Then this is the next page. I had this angled piece of paper in my stash, and I was like, okay, let's just score it on the side and use it. So it's just like another place where you could do some journaling and add another photo here. And these pages are like so sturdy because they're all double matted on each side. So there's like 4 layers. Like this is not bending or going anywhere. Like they are so sturdy. Then the next page looks like this. you've got this awesome pocket here, which I'm going to be adding this to like future albums and stuff. I love this pocket, guys, so much. So this is a pocket. You can see I have my ephemera piece in the pocket here. I have this tag here acting as like a little tuck spot closure for this piece that opens up where you could add some journaling and whatnot here. And I thought that was so fun. So I saw this, I forgot on whose like album, but I saw it and I was like, I want to try it. And I tried it in here and I love how it turned out. So cute. I'm going to be doing that more often. I saw it like in somebody's project share. They didn't have a tutorial or anything, but I was like, I could figure that out. So I just did, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Then the last page, you could add more photos and journaling and more photos and journaling. And that is the whole entire journal album. So that is everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it inspires you to create something, use up your paper pads, and definitely check out the tutorial in the description box down below and check it out. Check out the album or journal album if you are interested in purchasing it. And that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.